Here in the board semi-final for the right to face Terry Temple in the last 64. Temple knocking out the seeded player Jelle Claesson 6-4. Not the only seeded player to fall by the wayside. Jamie Caven's awful run continues. He's been beaten by Ryan Searle. I can tell you that Joe Cullen has been knocked out by his Nevada Darts teammate Ricky Evans. Rapid Ricky, who had a great run here last weekend, making the semi-finals. He's into his board final. I can tell you that Simon Whitlock, winner on the second day, on the Saturday last weekend, he's in his board final, beat Adam Smith-Neal 6-3. Getting results in all the time here. Mark Webster's in his board final. Saw off Kevin Dowling, the man from Coventry. He's a man who's had a run at the UK Open in the past, Kevin Dowling. Gary Anderson, the world number 2's in his board final. Beat Paul Rowley 6-4. Plays either Ryan Harrington or Prakash Jiwa. Brendan Dolan is out. Jonathan Worsley did for him. Look at that! It's our 25. Big bull zoom cam. I like that. Makes it feel a bit nauseous, but I do like it.
That's also 25. This time Scott will throw first for the ball.
Raymond van Barneveld, I mentioned about his game with Cristo Reyes in the board semi-final. Barney won it 6-2 in the end, so he's in his board final.
25.
To face either Roby John Rodriguez or Richie Corder, who saw off the informed Mick
Scott
Todd.
will throw first.
Dal Gurney in his board final, 6-4 winner against Willie van der Wiel. Terry Jenkins, the Bulls, in his board final, seeing off Mick McGowan. But let's focus on this one as Scott Dale and Chris Quantock go toe-to-toe for a place in the board final here on board 7, with Terry Temple awaiting the winner. Dale the advantage of throwing first, but Quantock looking to very rapidly erase 99. That advantage. Has to make do with a visit of 99. Robert Thornton's one, nice to see. Had a tough time last weekend, the Thorn, but he saw off Ryan Meikle, the barber from Essex. 6-2, so not exactly a close shave. Benito van der Pas, a 6-1 winner against Ian Lever. The Lever, the Cleaver, the Beaver, the Golden Retriever. Still not worked out his nickname. I've had all week to find out and I haven't done it. And Ted Evitts, the man who hit a 9-darter here last weekend, beaten 6-2 in his board semi-final by the seeded player Michael Smith, who awaits either Nigel Pinchin or Richie Edhouse, one of the men to beat Michael van Gerwen last weekend. MVG could have been beaten 96. Already today in his first game. Survived match darts from Adam Hunt, but won it 6-5 from 5-3 down. Quantock's not taking out the 170, but he puts a 100-sized dent in it. Dale not taking out the 150.
134.
But he puts a bigger hole in that, and that will leave him 8-8, unless Quantock can take this out. And he might do. He has done. 1-0 Quantock with a break of throw. 70 check out on 8-8. An impressive win earlier on against Matt Clark. Chris Quantock found a good leg in the very last leg of the match. Found a perfect 6 darts, went 180, 1-2-4 out.
57. $134.
180, 128 out, I should say. Sorry about that.
58.
Now then, Chris Quantock. Now, how about this?
140.
Oh, it's a ton 40. But it's still good enough for a 200-point lead.
58.
Not much change following that visit.
$84.
Just a bit of a lurch with that one. Drags it down into the 4, but if you're going to miss a big number, leaving yourself in around 100, it could be a lot worse. Oh, lovely. Good guide.
Game shot.
Yeah, very nice stuff. Chris Quantock, level 15 dart leg there. 100 check out to go with his 70 check out in the first leg. And this is a confident start from the young Yorkshireman.
45.
Very confident indeed.
140.
Again, doesn't seem to be that concerned about where the darts are in the bed. You would think with the way his darts stick up, he would like them higher in the bed, but
140.
he's quite capable of following them above or below, the understacker or the overstacker. Or seems to be anyway, although he does go around the board there in search of the trebles, unsuccessfully. Vincent van der Voort, another seeded player who's been knocked out. Nathan Aspinall, the Asp,
85.
did for him. 6-4. So it'll either be the Asset, Paul Nicholson,
100.
or Wham Bam Royden Lamb. Both 6-1 winners in their opening games. They're facing off in the board semi-final over on board 26. Ian White a winner, Adrian Lewis a winner, Gerwin Price, James Wade. They're all seeded players in their board finals, but Kyle Anderson's not made it, beaten by Jermaine Wattamina.
100.
Meanwhile here, Scott Dale's put in a solid leg to get 91 left, and he's going to look at the 16 now. Gets the treble, so it's not a dart at the bull, it's a dart at double 9. He just misses inside. Now, Quantock, 70 in the first leg, 100 in the second. Can he take out the 104? Oh, he needed treble 18 for a dart at double 16.
96.
Not to be, but he'll set it up quite nicely. And Dale, he's got to knock one off. Oh, he's busted. He's hit the 18. Busts his score. And Quantock for a double break and 3-0. Well, he does not punish him, and he's in the madhouse. So Dale, I don't think he'll make this mistake again. He doesn't. Double 4.
1.
Well, the only hope he's got is that Quantock busts.
No score.
And that is exactly what's happened with his second dart. He had to attack it. He was just a little bit low. You could hear him clip the wire, but Dale, sigh of relief to hold throw and get on the board. Now double 2, last darts.
6.
And they're both in the madhouse.
No score.
It's one of those legs. It is one of those. Chris Quantock's taken out 70 in 2 and 100 in 3 darts, and now they're both in the madhouse, and Scott Dale has nicked it. He's nicked it and gets on the board. Massive opportunity missed by Chris Quantock.
100.
Peter Wright, the man who won 2 of the 3 events last weekend. He's in his board final, beat John Part.
60. $140.
I'll tell you, Callum Luce is through to his board final as well. He's
96.
knocked out the seeded player Jamie Lewis. It could be Chris Dobie in the board final. A couple of young guys head-to-head there. Chris Dobie certainly
91.
playing some good darts, has been for a year or two.
$96.
Now then, Chris Quantock. Don't need to go the bull route, where he's not giving himself a chance, but may look at the bull now.
100.
Okay, well, he was looking at the 140 to leave double 15, but he's left the 70, and he took that out in the first leg, so why not? Pressure.
139.
Pressure from Dale. Oh, now it's Quantock's turn to bust. First start was perfect. Looked at the double 8 that he hit in the very first leg, but can't find it. And now Dale. 90 left. Treble 18. Okay, well, he
40.
liked the lie, so he's going 60 for double 15. Now, Quantock's got it all to do again. Now 12 or 20. It's 20 for double 16 for 3-1. And that is just snuck in the corner, hiding behind the scoreboard there. But I can assure you it was in 3-1. So he takes out 70. This time a different route. Ends on double 16.
60. $97. $100. 125.
Yeah, it's good stuff from Quantock. I have to say, I've been quite impressed with him so far today. Showed some
93.
guts to come through against Matt Clark in a tight game. He's started brighter here.
140.
Ooh, a race to the board for Chris Quantock to make sure his dart doesn't fall out and lose 60 points. Dale needs to find the trebles, and it's not going to happen.
45.
No, so 6 darts from 139 for Chris Quantock for another breaker throw and a 4-1 lead. Down for the 19s now, you would think.
97.
Yeah, lovely stuff. So he's going to get 2 darts to break. And it'll be his choice of double. I would think he may go 10 for double 16, bearing in mind that he had a choice of
47.
tops or 16s in the last leg and decided to go for 16s. That is the route.
Game shot.
And there it is. Very well done, Chris Quantock. An expertly executed finish. It's another break of throw. And Scott Dale has got problems here. Now Dale did trail to Keegan Brown and came back, but that's a maximum from Chris Quantock. It's the first one of this game. And he is not
99.
taking his foot off the gas. Could it be
140.
another run to the last 32 for Chris Quantock here today? Maybe even beyond. To get the last 32, he'd have to win the board final against Terry Temple. He's just knocked out Jelle Claesson, of course. Terry Temple
55.
hitting 4 180s in that game. There were 8 in total, shared 4 apiece. And Dale is struggling to lay a glove on Chris Quantock here. No need to use the 19s route if he doesn't want to, because he doesn't need to finish on the bullseye, but you do
98.
wonder, with the regularity he's been hitting treble 20 today, maybe he should have just stayed up there.
134.
Well, good effort from Dale, gets him to a finish.
Game shot. And the sixth leg.
Okay, so he needed 28, not 38. Game shot, 5-1. Quantock in complete control of this one.
41.
Oh, he's looking to finish in a hurry.
139.
Looking increasingly likely that it will be Temple versus Quantock for a place in the last 32 here at UK Open Qualifier 4.
$81.
Scott Dale needs something big. Needs to turn this game completely on its head. Has to win the last 5 legs in a row. Has not looked likely to do that against Quantock so far.
97. $60.
Just 60.
$134.
Great stuff. Great setup shot from Chris Quantock. Leaves himself 50. Dale is looking at a big one that he's not going to go. So Chris Quantock, 2 match darts. 18 for double 16, I assume, will be the route. It is.
18.
Oh, and unable to find the double 16 on this occasion. He has hit it twice in this match. Unable to do so right now. Scott Dale, 100 left. Top's top, so he stay on treble 20. He stays on the treble, gets it, double 10 to stay alive, and does stay alive. 100 check out for Scott Dale. He survived 2 match darts. This is not over just yet. Michael Van Gerwen had to survive 2 match darts earlier against Adam Hunt.
60.
But Michael Van Gerwen didn't have to win 5 legs on the spin. Scott Dale does. He's won 1 of them so far. Needs another 4, including 2 breaks of throw.
83.
Michael Van Gerwen had to win 3 legs on the spin against Adam Hunt. But Michael Van Gerwen has a knack of being able to do things like that, although it didn't make itself apparent last weekend, did it? Pretty brutal stuff in the Premier League last night, though. Nearly whitewashed Peter Wright, the man who won 2 of the 3 events here last weekend. Turns out that green fella's pretty good at darts.
93.
But Quantock looking to give himself more opportunities. 2 match darts missed already.
81.
Just the 81 for Scott Dale. Quantock, what kind of a finish can he leave himself on, if any? Okay, 48, that makes sense. The 25 gets him to 160.
140.
But that gets Dale to a finish himself. Could he? Could he? Double top! Finishes in style. Chris Quantock, 160 checkout. We saw him take out a 128 to win against Matt Clark. That was, well, it's a bigger number. A wonderful checkout. He is in the board final. He'll take on Terry Temple for a place in the last 32.
Welcome to the Dart Show, a brand new